Souls together.
Hey gamers, this is Violet. We've got Claire Hamilton with us. She's done a lot of amazing voiceover work for very, very popular video games. Tell us a little bit more about your work.
All right. Well, I am currently, you can hear me on DC Universe Online.
One of our favorite games.
I love it. I started out doing Zatanna and Huntress, and Huntress is my favorite. And then this year added Jinx, who's in the Sons of Trigon area.
Oh my gosh.
And then not Martha Wayne, but the ghost of Martha Wayne.
Wow, there's two different voices for that?
There's two different actresses for that one. I also do a lot of stuff for Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. In Wizard 101, I am Professor Mulinda Wu, professor of the School of Life, and just about a billion other characters there. We get to do lots of characters for those games. Those are so much fun.
So that's an interesting question. So like, you have to come up with new voices for different characters. How do you do that?
For something like Wizard, if it's a big character like Melinda, you get to see at least a picture. So you've got something to go from. You kind of start with the physicality of it and go from there. But sometimes they'll just give you a description of like what the personality is like.
Oh my gosh!
You've got to sound like something very different than what you were before. And sometimes it's just the name of the character. Like there's one of the worlds in that. The world, see, they're Aztec characters, which, like, where do you come up with an Aztec accent?
You don't really have one to off of.
But Skorkis Screaming Moon is one of the, I mean, like, come on, you can come up with a voice for that, right? Skorkis Screaming Moon! Oh gosh. So, just the name of the character sometimes. The first game I ever did was Metroid Prime 3 Corruption.
Oh my goodness, that's a good one to start with.
Gandreda. And I got to see, they had a little bit of the action already, which normally you don't get to see that. And they showed me, she like hops on your face mask and you're trying to like shake her off. So that was kind of cool to find a way to get into that character.
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, voice acting is kind of everywhere, right? How did you get like into the gaming aspect of it?
It took me years to get into the gaming aspect. There was a time I started doing anime in the mid 90s. And I was doing lots and lots of anime, and I was getting cast a lot. You have to audition for everything. And I would go in, and I live in Austin, and we had a lot of gaming companies there in the 90s. Right. And I would go in and audition for games, and I could not get hired. I don't know why. I could not get hired. And then I got that one game, early 2000s. I got on there with that Nintendo game, and it kind of took off from there.
Awesome.
Finally, I don't know, the stars changed. I don't know. I never knew what it was.
Timing, it's all about it. Well, so, I mean, you lend your voice to a lot of games. Do you play games yourself?
It's been a while. I used to play a lot of games, and I've backed off from the games. You get kind of sucked in, and then
we go through phases too. With having to unfortunately grow up, right?
But do stuff
exactly.
So.
What were some of your favorite games?
Gosh. Okay, don't laugh at me.
No.
I loved Pikmin.
Oh, that's cute. Everyone's got their favorite. Aww.
Pikmin was the best.
Yeah. Well, this is great. You've done a lot of great work, and as soon as we saw you coming to Comicpalooza, we're like, oh my gosh, we have to come meet you. So we love your voice, we love your work. So good luck. Is there a site or a page that we can direct our viewers to?
Yeah. Well, we got a fan page over there on Facebook. It's Claire Hamilton Voiceover. So find most news and stuff there.
Awesome.
One of your favorite voice characters?
Favorite voice characters?
I was thinking about that. Just fine. Wait a minute. Batman and his crowd. They think I'm too tough, but I think I'm not tough enough.
That was beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love the expressions. Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
That's great to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Tim, Miss Tim.